Hey Rob, how you doing, man? How are you doing, man? So I need to go probably about that date. Let's see on the other side as well. Oops. Let's see, it's 3. So I'm going to deep with. Let's see, that's good, right? It's like 2 of those. Can always make it wider. Should we choose to? Glad to see I haven't blocked you too. What do you mean? Why would I block you? Who the heck would block you? Who's that black guy showing up? Who blocked you? Who would block you? Point me there, Yikes. I would not know the answer to that question, baby. Seems quite peculiar. Quite peculiar, mate. Do not know, bro. Yikes. I guess I could just wedge that right in there. I'm cutting this crooked as heck. So I'm gonna try to fix it. I don't know, man. I'll say this. I've been blocked before. But I also never cared to stay in a room somebody didn't want me in. You know what I mean? I never heard a bad word either way. Personally. Somebody did a whole post about me. Screenshotted me. Called me some terrible names. And I just happened to see it. It came across my timeline. It's the first time I'd ever seen that person. Probably an email address somewhere. I need to get to the bottom of it. Hog out a little bit now. No more Mr. Nice Teeth. Fetty, how you doing? How you doing? Fetty, how you doing? How you doing? My good buddy Vance. Bigger than that. I can tell it right away. I'm gonna go to the outside of this line. See if I can make that a little bit wider. Just ride the outside of that line, half a millimeter. As I go, I'm just slowly drop that saw on that line. See if that's going to here. See if I can get out of a decent little saw. And some serious effort to it. Magnificence. Alright, so we're going to go right next to that line, straight down. Remember, this is a pull saw, so when you go down, it's doing nothing. When it comes back up, that's the action. So my downward motion can't be increased through pressure or weight. This is all pull saw action. It's going to take a while this way. Bear with me. I'm but the young lad. Because it doesn't understand the voice. Uh-oh, I missed some. I'm annoyed my adoption case manager tried to get me to cut the cables to my wood fire furnace because she doesn't understand that the wires were hanging by just wrapped up power cable for the blower since we don't use it. Oh. Yeah, that does suck. Feels endless. Yeah, I mean, there's in one case, you know, you're thankful that there's some people that are sticklers and, you know, work really hard on things like that, but then there's people who just can't dig deep enough to really get the ins and outs of all the situations. But I believe you'll get there. You're a good person. Hey, Someday, how you doing? .420 plant. Well, hey, Ruggy, that's who you're talking to. Andrew, my guy. Got your car fixed. There was a dog in the car. Clog in the carburetor. Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you fired back up, man. Those carburetors, that's some real science right there. I tell you what. I get perplexed. I swear I've been thinking about getting a sniper for the C10. Holley sniper kit. Now, if my buddy Steve was here, he would say, Wes, router definitely would be that fast. And he'd be right. He would be so right. Beard, what's good? So you like the Edelbrock? I got an Edelbrock in my C10. I but I also have, fuel injection in the other two trucks. The difference in the reaction time is notable. I like to keep things fairly original to the original design, maybe upgrades and stuff. So that's why I haven't done it to the C10. The other two did come with fuel injection. And that 91 is a rocket ship. Up until about 80 miles an hour. And it turns back into a school bus. Nipped it. Doggone it. Just trimming more trees so you could get spoon carving blanks. Good idea. It's also a good idea. Safety gloves for the nitwit. Safety gloves in the nitwit. Tomorrow night. Come and do trivia. Come and do trivia. Come and do trivia. 80s sitcom trivia. Tomorrow night. Two of these Wu-Tang necklaces have already been won. One of them has not. Will you be the winner? The winner also of the trivia. Not only does that happen, we tuned up this Stanley No. 4 hand plane, the real deal. This is an antique. It's a functional antique. This is the holy grail of No. 4 hand planes. And you can win it tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're gonna do it. I can only ship in the U.S. Sorry. Well, a mallet pendant is optional. When am I going to start building a sailboat? I was thinking about getting rid of the boat I got now. I was thinking about getting rid of the boat I got now because my friends won't come get on it with me. And I want to build another one. I don't think there's anything else I need to do to this, but I'll take you over to it. Boom. Mary J. Barge. I built the deck. And I built in some storage. Like a lot of storage. Run the whole thing on a little trolling motor. I got 2 seats, and there's my net. Those are, of course, for poles. You just use PVC pipes and strap them in. So yeah, these uh, these are pontoons that I built out of foam, and I fiberglassed them to the boat. So by my calculation, I added about 500 pounds of buoyancy and about 20 pounds of weight total to the boat overall. Maybe 20 pounds. I can still carry that boat by myself. I can still pull that trailer up my driveway and down my driveway by myself, because it's still just a 10-foot John boat. But yeah, maybe I build another one when I get rid of that one, get some space in the driveway. I just like going out there to it because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I hadn't been boating around. That's probably what happened. Your terrible accent, Rob. Wes, I've been looking to putting sodium silicate on wood before the final finish. Seems pretty awesome. Oh yeah? You should do a video on it. And I can watch it and learn too. Learn woodworking from your friends. Now here, we're not necessarily purposefully going crooked. It would be more considered haphazardly. Because in this circumstance, crooked is not important, just the depth is important in between these two. You know what I'm saying? Now, once we get to our final depth over here, I'm going to hold there. Same there. And now if we sort of come in at an angle, kind of weaken all of that wood in between. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because the goal is to break out all that in between wood. Because I can't exactly chisel it. Not all the way down there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just got to work our way down, ladies and germs. Maybe it was just an accident. Could have been an accident, right? Dun-dun-dun. That saw is why you commented about building a boat. I just thought you wanted to give me an opportunity to go brag about my boat. Oh, wow. But I totally want to build a wooden boat. I really enjoyed my boat being in the shop. I was not doing a YouTube channel when I did that boat. I just took some pictures. Definitely wouldn't mind doing another. Maybe one day I'll just undo that one and redo it all. Start thinking about the upgrades that I would make. Because I was trying to make it the ultimate little creek bass boat, panfish boat. You know what I'm saying? Small enough to get anywhere. Light enough to carry through the woods if you had to. Oh. Some stuff is coming out. Some stuff is coming out. La, 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 la. Sorry, y'all, I do get a little excited. You know it. You know what I do. I've been this way. Oh, yeah, I like boats too. Can autocorrect be turned off? I wish it could. I would have lost a finger by now, says Wayne. Please don't lose no fingers, Wayne. I lost a piece of one. But you should see the saw. You know what I'm saying? I'm still standing. The saw, holding up the deal. I'm sort of trying to diagonally cut down this piece right here. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I get through it, more stuff going. More stuff going. More stuff going. Love this saw. Let's see if we can break. Not yet. Bless me. For I have seen. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Okay. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. That one. I regret nothing, Father. He had it coming. Spooky. These little saws are so bendy that you can really get into some nice directional things with them. You know what I'm saying? Get into some dang good cuts. You understand me? Some dang good cuts. What if I had something like a blunted tool to smack this with and make it snap right out of there? What you mean, like a chisel? Yeah, I'll just use a chisel. this work? I don't know. I don't know. I know I've got dreams. Dreams to remember. Oh, I've got dreams. Dreams to remember. I got dreams. Dreams to remember. Don't you fall. Do all of this. I love you. Wedge vice, party time, excellent. Oh, I've got dreams. Let's see what we got. We got to go that way. Into the rain. To you, this might look like woodworking, but really it's magic. I'm doing this entire process through secondhand telekinesis. You see, I'm moving my arm with my brain, with my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? With my thoughts. Then I'm moving this hammer, this mallet, on this chisel with my hands, commanded by my brain, just commanded by my thoughts. It's magic, guys. Magic. Basically, David Blaine. Basically the same thing. Think I can get a residency in Vegas? in the Bellagio. You're right, Caesars. Caesars. Start small. Work my way up. Good sharp tools are. I miss my little micro me being down here in the shop already. I'm so nervous about getting them all dirty, and then I wouldn't know how to wash them. You know what I mean? Then I get them, and I would hate myself. I'd be like, "Hey, you idiot," you know. So, you know, back in the shop alone again. Down, down, down. Can't get married to my coolest friend. On YouTube crew, here's some pals and some confidants. Round, round, round. And if I threw a party, I would do it tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you would see I get a stealing number 3. And the tag attached would say, this is made in England. All right. That's what we were after. That's what we got. I appreciate all 50 of y'all being in there, hanging out with me. Our accents are so much better. It's real. I mean, it's just new English, you know. I love all y'all, but I mean, it's a sincerely, heavily populated room. The likes, however, the likes are minimal. Embarrassingly so. And I mean you no harm, friends. I don't. But I must physically threaten you if you don't hit that like button. I'm kidding. You're gonna do nothing. All right, first thing we're gonna do is skim this top, clean that up. You can take your time on hitting that like button. Sometimes it's tough to find. I get it. Is this your Stanley number 4? Or are you just happy to see me? I'll wind that back a little bit. We got a rough top on that. It's the same kind of stuff we were dealing with earlier. Because wait. Okay. Walnut powers activate. It's always rough in the beginning. delicious with nature. The wonderful chocolate from the rough. I must take something off of this. You will not allow this to be. Let's try the other one. See how it does. That's rough stuff. It's rough stuff. I just want you to know. Hit the like button before I cry. Who else you seen give you walnut curls today? Who? Who other than me? For real, name them, because that'd be cool. Post them in the chat so we can see them too. Collaboration. Let me back that up a little bit. I know it. I know it. I didn't make that wood, but I did make it flat. Okay. So now the goal is going to be to cut this into a bite-sized ring width or depth so that we can make us a walnut piece of jewelry. I'm going to get this sticker off of there. I needed this label. This is Sharon. I'm gonna do it that way. I think that might be the easier. Let's see. That's not bad either. Might be better for me to be closer towards this edge if I'm gonna cut it though with the saw, right? Sounds reasonable to me, Wes. Alright. So now I'm gonna cut this boy. That looks too tall. That's gonna be too tall. God dang it. Damn it, Matthew. What happened, Paul? I'm gonna have to use a block. Something to make up for your lack of girth. Let's see. If I went from there to there, that would almost be it. Let's try it right there. Shall we? Now, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Wait, good. Throw this whole thing down the floor right now. Okay. This is holding the block. Right. Boom. Okay. That's in place. Happy to have it. However, if I cut here and ride that edge, it gives me a little bit thicker piece than what I've got notched out for my wedge, and that's the thickness maximum that I want. I eyeballed it. So now I'm gonna allow this on top. That's gonna give me a little edge to ride. and a little height. And that should be enough to make up the difference. Thin that down. Voila. Bada bing. Problem solved. I think I'm going to use something other than that piece. Got scraps for days. But I want it to be a flat scrap. So we're just going to go there. Uh-oh. Forgot this is a push-only device. This is probably best flipped, but I don't want to put you through the effort of waiting for me to flip this, turn it into a pull machine. Get over there. Why don't you just turn around? Don't you mind your business, Mom? Okay, sorry you guys. Probably should use a wider sacrificial scrap piece. I can manage it a little better. Something like that. Something like that right there. Feel it? Feel what I'm talking about. Stop moving. Alright, I might draw a line in a minute. A line in the sand. West does it, gives up in front of everybody. Family disgraced. This walnut is quite dense. I'm going to do myself a little favor here. Remember that workshop wax we had on that yonder thing over there? I'm going to get some of that same stuff. I'm going to put it on this here blade. Give myself an opportunity to not bind up. Ordinarily, we don't have to think about such things. This here is walnut. Fairly hard material, as far as materials go. We want the best case scenario for our old bones and whatnot. We ain't quite the youngins we once was. Whoa. Smells lemony. Stuff's good stuff. And just apply it all over. I don't think it could hurt to pull it over those teeth. You know what I'm saying? Don't know why it would. Pardon the visuals. Was not intentional, merely coincidentally in the best place for me to put that particular instrument in this moment of time. Thank you for your patience and maturity. All right, let's try it again. It's here. you know. Certainly feels better. No binding up. Let's see if this is the better side to try this with. I am a rank amateur over here. Please don't use me as an example of right and wrong in the woodworking world. Unless, of course, you mean fashion. Say you could put that right there and make pretty much the same progress, I would imagine, at this point. Now that we're basically through. Continue on. Big cuts you want. Gotta be careful because I only got one thumb on my left hand. You know what I'm saying? Just the one. And I like it. It's like, it really is my favorite one too. Give myself a little gap. It wouldn't work. Saw through. I'm having a whole different idea right now. So that I could have lost a leg. I was in danger. Siege! Is Siege in here? Who made the best meat that ever lived? Next to my mom and dad, you might have made the best West Desert I ever did see. Got people piling in, asking me, hey, West Desert, can you get me a new desert? And I was like, CC about that, fam. Walnut be walnutting. That plushie is super dope. I can't use that West on my taxes either, though. That's the problem. I can't claim Fleshy West as a dependent. He can claim me because I need him. Y'all making me miss him and feel like I'm a bad West because I don't have him in the shop. Protecting them from these walnut shavings because I do not know how to wash them. And I'm not going to be the one to ruin them. I won't do it. Ain't that kind of does it. Just have to improvise, you know. Find a way that works. Shows me what I get for trying not to use a table saw on y'all. Yeah. I could have just done it the easy way over there. 24 likes and whatnot. Gotta be willing to put that work in. We're almost through it. Gotta be willing to put that work in, family. That's all I'm saying. God almighty. Let's see if we fit. We mostly fit. We mostly fit. Make the adjustments here. I'll go with a little bigger chisel here. Give myself some backup. I'm inclined to go with this one. I like this chisel a lot. widening the bottom of this groove we got. That's it. Cut it open a little wider here on the edge, down to that corner, and then just push through right on the bottom. Clean it up down here. That's what you was going to do. Clean it up, Chris. I'm about to. The smiley face chat bar. Hey, Kevin England, how you doing? Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe you could hit that, maybe that little heart thing. If you push it, maybe it'll have a menu come up. This generation doesn't have a Yo Gabba Gabba. That makes me sad. My daughter's generation had a Yo Gabba Gabba. DJ Lance. Oh, I don't know what's going on, Rob. Maybe something's going on with your channel. Maybe there's an issue or something. I don't know. I don't know, brother. Sounds frustrating. Now, for this, I'm really, this is just a jig, right? It's just a jig. I am still, though, trying to practice doing the good things, right? No matter what. I don't want this to be tight for when I send this through. It's just a jig, I get it. But I want it to be right, like I want it to be. Okay. Couple things we're gonna do. We're gonna cut us some holes in this here jig. See if we can find our hole saw real quick. Fortuners, I think I already got on the table. Can't hurt. Let's go about this business. This is sort of the size that I need, but I need to put a tip in there. So I need Allen key. Allen, hello. All your mates. See if I can guess it right on the first go. Nope. Nope. Oh no. That's not it either. That means we got metric. Bugger. Let's see. We might have random free keys in here. We do have random keys all over the toolbox for sure. All right. And this rando was it. So we can use that to pop him out. I'm just going to set that to the side. We don't generally need to take that out. This one's been sitting on it for a while. We're going to grab a pair of needle nose and see if we can grab that. Let's see. It's a good pair of needle nose when you need them. Had some right here just a day ago, I swear it. And here they are to me. Just mixing all kinds of accents, I don't know. See if we can pull it out. Perfect. So now, that's gonna let us put on another bit to get our holes started each time. And that will help us. Get over here. This one might be a fine specimen for that. Up in there. Perfect. Another West Desert just dropped. Oh no, you mean it cut off? Hit that like button, you sweet motor scooters. You wonderful rascals. You cool cats. I'm gonna get this even with the edge. That way I can find it each time. I can line it up appropriately each time. Easy enough. Little tabbity tap. You know what I'm talking about? So, let's say I wanted to make a circle. Right here would be a way that I could do it. Yep, we got us a little divot. So here's the first thing. We're going to go ahead and lock that down with a clamp so it doesn't want to spin or rotate. Still got a little mobility available there. I don't want that. Let's see. That might be alright with the wedge. That might be alright with the wedge. Let's see if we go in there. That way. Trying to make sure I think this through properly. Let me make sure I think it through properly. Because I could very easily flub it. Very easily. Not always the brightest candle in the cup holder, isn't it? You might be thinking, that doesn't make any sense. Then I'd go, bingo. Exactly right. Doesn't make any sense, mate. Alright. We'll try this a couple of ways. We can try it this way first, then go back and hit it that way. I just don't know if I trust it that way. But what can we do other than try? I'll tell you right now, before this even gets started, that's too dull. That is too dull for what I want. If it won't go through that, it's not gonna do what I want it to do with that hardwood. Let me see. They've got another set of Forstners. I may have the same size again. If not, heck, I might just put a big old spiral bit through that thing. Call it. Call it what you want to call it. Some would say you never call it. Ain't gonna put no extras on it. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we didn't go too deep. Hopefully. What I'm searching for is the hole that Forstner bit tip made. I think I got it. Let's see what we got in there. Get now. We gotta back this thing out. Girl, you look good. Won't you back that girl up? Girl, who is you playing with? Let's make a little twisty turning motion right there. Plywood. Speaking of plywood, I saw Plywood go live yesterday. It's good to see him. Used to seeing him in the comments section, not used to seeing him on the screen. If you see him, tell him hey. He's a huge supporter of a great many channels. Alright. It's sort of what we wanted, right? Question now becomes, how do we continue through it? How else does it? Something smart. She knows the daggone much. How do you do that without losing your fingers? Well, we can put it right here. And we can maybe clamp it. We can maybe clamp it. But we're real close. We're real close to going to making it all the way through. I would argue that that might be enough length for us to get going. Maybe put a drill through it, maybe then route it out from that point. Not get too crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple tools that might help us out. Something like that might help us out. That one definitely can. I'll go ahead and make this a little bigger with a drill. And a drill bit, such as this one. Make a set of jaws for the vise just for rings. That's kind of what I'm doing in it. Not exactly what I'm doing though. I do need a set of jaws for that. So I don't have to rely on these paws of fury. Let me find a place to set this down. You're so right. I should do that right now. Let's do that right now. How could we make a set of jaws for this ring? First, we could cut a hole, and we could split the wood, and then we could wedge the wood, and that would tighten it. Okay. Will this plan work? Find out next on West Does It. Alright. Let's do it first of all. Stay put. Ever graduating at all. At times I feel I'm just a disappointment to y'all. Every day I still run around trying not to defend. All right. So, got some wedge-shaped pieces already from prior excursions. Open that up. Where is? Let me turn that the other way so that pressure I can pound downward. Pound down. And then we'll open that up. See what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get it to open up wide enough. Even if it were to split, it would still serve us. So close. So close. Where's our we got these little sanding strips on our table now. Might as well use them. Get our little extra barbs off the edges. Or whatever the proper terminology is. We're almost there. We get a bigger wedge. A bigger wedge, a wedge with more girth. A real wedge that can satisfy my needs. I'm gonna put another one in there with it. Plot twist. That really should put some stress, but I don't care. I need my hole bigger. Understand? I need my hole bigger. Open up. Do what you gotta do. I really don't want to break the ring though, but I don't mind this being sort of stressful for the jig because it's a good sign. So close. All right, let's use our tool on the actual jig. How about that? Hit that like button. Thank you. You cool motor scooters, you sweet sons of guns, you wonderful people who have encountered the West Desert world. Help me help you, Jerry Maguire. Ask one thing of you. Yes. Yes. That should not move. Have faith that shall not move. Where's the proper bit though? Is that it? That's him.
Here I am.
Appreciate y'all's patience. This is some old school stuff. I know we got a lathe over there, but it's not yet ready. It's not yet ready. Yay! We did it! Alright. So we got a ring. Bam. That means it's a good size. It's filled through that. My index fingers. Probably close to the average person's average finger. Now, we got a little Chipolos right there. And we got to do some spinning to make it croup or whatever. But we can do that. I don't know if y'all remember how we did that the first time, but I do. Put that joker in there and spun him like there was no tomorrow. Relief cut on the other side of the hole, absolutely. I think that relief cut still would have made us do a split. I think I would have needed another little hole drilled in behind that relief cut. But method-wise and tactically, you're 100% correct, sir. Can make a taper dowel to put in the drill, the hole rings while working the outside. Beard, I'm telling you, I cannot wait for you to be able. I cannot wait to catch you live, man. You have such good ideas. You have such good ideas, bro. Let's see. Just fiddling around to try to find the proper thing to do the proper thing with. Quite a variety of tools right now. Last time I called on my best friend to help me out. I think I will do the same on this occasion as well. Buddy, I need you. I don't need this anymore, though. Just gonna have a whole bunch of jigs and sawdust up here. And that's just how it's gonna be. Man, we off grid. Hey, long time no see. How you doing? How you doing? You guys definitely have to check out Mainly Off Grid. Super cool channel. Really, really fun stuff over there. Particularly the lives. The live streams are top notch. Oh. He's the kind of guy I like to watch. That sounds sexier than it is, but it's true. I love that this particular bit is tapered. Thank you, tapered bit. Go the other way. Not you, dork. Jeez. You won't. Okay. We're just gonna do what you want to do. It's not the way I'm commanding you. Oh, it screws back out of the thing if I go that way. I'm gonna have to flip it. I don't know why I never think of the easy way first. You know what I'm saying? It's not my nature. I gotta tear some gloves up before I'm satisfied. Tear the glove up, tear the glove up, tear the glove up, tear the glove up. And let's see, how are we going to go about the process of turning this thing like a fake lathe person? Not that lathe people are fake, that I am fake as a lathe person. We'll go spin real fast. Put that 80 grit on it. Do that better. Do that better. Problem is, I gotta have a second point of contact to keep that thing stable. Not going too bad, not going too bad. Starting to see some. Simple ring, we're just gonna try to clean it up, round it, bevel it, you know what I'm saying? Gets hot quick though, I'll tell you that much. Gets hot. Hot like fire. Hot like my love. Stick and rubber band work well. It's been a while, brother. Took a little break, but I'm back. Yo, you gotta go check him out. You gotta go check him out. When you say that, I imagine it like George Costanza. I'm back, baby. George is back. Speaking of, 80s trivia tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock p.m. Winners, plural, Wu-Tang necklace or a mallet necklace. And an entry to win a free number 4 authentic Stanley hand plane, vintage, finely tuned. I don't mean to brag, but the guy that tuned that, I trust with my life. not gonna be like moving up and down the thing like I'm a actual wood turner or nothing. But I do want to make a solid run at it. You know what I'm saying? Get a nice clean ring out of this thing. I really do want that. I'm gonna do something weird here just because I can, right? Just because I can. And I was like, oh, that's so weird. Let's try it. See what it did. Let's see what it did. Cleaned up. Not bad. Not bad. Not as accurate as this. Not as smooth as this. You know what else I got? Hunting grit. Let's go, boy. That wasn't bad. Let's dust it off and see what it looks like a little bit. Definitely not going to be shiny or anything like that yet. But we're going to dust it off and see what we got. Where we at? Where we at, you? Where we at, you? Dust the screen too. Smack you right in the face. Right in the kid. All right, let's go to a higher grit. Like, why else would we be doing this if we weren't headed for higher grits? Wait, is that a... No, it's not that. I need the, where's my cleaner? Where's my magic rubber eraser of all bad things? If I can't find it, I will skip this grit. I swear to. Okay, I can use this one. Feel like my drill trying to give up the ghost. We're going to take it all the way down to 0. We're going to take it all the way down to 0 because it's better for the battery in the long run to get all the way down to nothing. This one we're going to do freehand. 42 likes. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate that. That's been love. That's love. What's going on, Ivan? How you doing? I see you too enjoy bootleggery. You about to walk in on camera.
I just want a charger.
Brought you one upstairs. Brought you upstairs in the kitchen. Get that for you. almost saw Claire Huxtable herself. Y'all almost saw Miss Huxtable in full bloom. Womp, womp, womp. What your DeWalt won't do, another Ryobi will. Good evening, Wes. What's up, Kevin Ellis? How you doing? And in addition to that, I'd also like to add now that's starting to look like walnut. Now, I do have a thing. I don't like to go further than 220 on most woods. I hear that with walnut, though, that you could take it up a little further. So I'm going to go to the 320. And the worst that could happen with that is we burnish or something. Yeah, burnishing ain't the worst thing in the world that's ever happened to a ring. Let's see. Let's go to this 3 twizzle. I'll just tear off a little piece. Fold it up to a manageable size and a roundable size. Hit it! That's doing something. Damn, what? What? Nobody told me to behave and be on my best behavior. Van Lot is in the building. Now, I am mostly happy with these results, y'all. I do want to do something about that interior. I'm saying just clean up some of that business. That's what I think I will do. Excuse the look of it all, please. Please be better than this, people. Be better than this. I'd love to answer your call, but I don't want to. So now, let's take a little of this 320 and wrap it even. Let's do it this way. Nice and or tight. like. Perfect. All right, let's we're just gonna use some more tape to hold this on here. Where is the blue tape that I had 5 seconds ago? Oh, right there in your lap. Oh, yeah, makes sense. I'm gonna use a little strip of this to just hold this onto this. Don't have to be super tight on it, because we don't do super tight or nothing. A little fast wrap here on the outside edgery. Bootlegging with West Does It. What a whip sound. I don't know. All I know is if this doesn't work, my wife's gonna leave me. All right. I don't like the looks of that yet. I don't. Do I have knifery here? Yes, I do. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's gonna be better, ain't it? Get in there, or I tell you. Ooh. Of all the times to be gloveless in Seattle. Where's that bit? The whole thing bit just to hold you in place. Do it again, dang it. Alright, hold on. Let's go ahead and put our wedge back in there. I know we got another wedge somewhere with more hardiness to it. Hardiness and beauty. Okay. Put that right in there. I hear it cracking and everything. I have to make another one of these in a serious way. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. That's the problem. I'm on my unwedged side. And look, I pull the wedge out. That thing just grabs in there nice and tightly. Ingenuity. Hey, Van Lot, are you coming out for our 80s trivia night tomorrow night at 8 p.m.? Will you be there to win West Desert prizes and have fun? This is turning out okay. I am going to put another hit around this rim, though. Something else, I think. I think I want to do that by hand, though. Meaning involving my own fingers instead of the toolage. You sure you will be? Oh, that'll be awesome, man, to have you here. trying to figure out how to get by Van Lot without those fancy lathes going yet. Like my fancy lathe ain't set up yet, but I like making rings. I really do. And I got this great walnut right now. And I want to sort of take advantage. I made a little jig so we can cut the size we want. I got to figure out what sizes are what for rings, you know what I'm saying? And then where's that? We can drop that back in our jig here. Look at that, just slide right in. And then, boop, locked in place. That was Beard Groove's idea. He's got a channel if you wanna join. I think there's gonna be some coolness over there. I think there's a chance of coolness. All right. Put that back in, press down. I swear this is the most simplest jig I think I've ever made. Probably the most functional too. Golly, that's great. What are you unscrewing? Tighten up, buttercup. Tighten up. So this is a 400 grit, so it's relatively mild abrasive wise. If I were doing this with like a 120 or 80 or something, I'd be cutting that thing all to pieces inside. Well, it's just a 400, so it's worked pretty good so far. Open that up, pop that out. Where's our duster? Buster. I see your true colors shining through. Don't be afraid to let them show. Let's see how this looks, y'all. Let's put some daggone linseed oil on it. Shall we? Shall we? Or, you know, I heard you could use super glue. And you could get the finish and protection simultaneously. Sounds dangerous. I mean, so where is our super glue? Because we don't have a super glue brush though. But we do have a super glue rag we can use. Use our rag. If it don't super glue itself to the super glue. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is hit the inside real fast. Just a little bit of this. In fact, just drizzle it in there. Because I got these gloves on. I can sort of treat this. Oh snap, my finger hole's open. Ooh. Just sort of treat this like regular sealer of some sort, right? Just kind of rub it on. Surprisingly good looking immediately. It's a thin finish, so I don't see why you couldn't do this. Again, on my gloved finger. Just gonna hit the rim and the inside. Now, the reason I'm doing those parts right away, very simply, is so that I can, once those are hardened on the inside, I can put it back on the spinny thing. And on the spinny thing, I can do the outside, and I can get a nice, clean, smooth finish. That's what I want, more than just protection. I want it to be sort of a polished finish on that outside. You're just gonna give that a cool second to dry up. This won't take long. It's super glue, so it'll be pretty fast. But I do want to move my fingers away from it so that I don't accidentally get myself stuck to it. So I'm gonna just find a little surface that I find safe to sit it on. That's gonna have to do for the time being. And I'm gonna go ahead and swap this glove. The tip of that glove's already starting to get hard. That means that should be getting hard very, very soon. I should have brought some water down here with me. You gotta stay hydrated. I'm at 48 likes. That's pretty close to 50. If there's a pair of you in here who just haven't done it yet, I invite you to touch my like button. I wonder if I could just smoothly do this. Brushing it on. But I don't know. I don't trust it. I feel like I have to touch it too much to do that. Just let my patience be virtuous. Because when this does dry, it should be pretty solid pretty quickly. Till then, anybody got plans for the evening? How y'all doing? Summer's around, school's out. Y'all been to the pool yet? Kids are going to the pool already. This is a walnut. Got our finish on the inside drying. We're gonna hit it with our finish on the outside. See if we got something pretty or not. I maybe should have did that the opposite way. Because I know when you're spinning it, okay. Don't don't think I'm sticking to nothing no more. A little bit. Let's go ahead and unwrap him. You served us well. Salute you. 320 grit. You will live on in our memories and their algorithm. All right. See if we can get this more scooter to spin true and honorable. No. Okay. Here we go. All right. Mind you, this is going to be spinning. We don't want to splatter our eyes out. So if you're doing something like this, be careful. Start slow. And then, still slow. And then maybe fast as all get out. Did that polish up? No, not yet. Not yet. But is it on there? Yes. Let's do some more. Put it on the rack. Spin that some gun around. Right now we're just trying to get it on there smooth as we can. We're not expecting a polish just yet. I'm gonna let that dry up because we're gonna put a couple coats of this on. Couple coats. And then after that's dry, that's 2 coats right there. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it does. That centrifugal force is becoming a problem or not. Let's see. Oh, it's still sticky. Still sticky. know if I put more on while it's sticky, if that's a problem or not. Good coat. Okay. I think that's enough. Wait and let that dry up. That is CA glue. That is CA glue. And the good thing about this is, once the CA glue dries up, we can polish that CA glue up to a couple thousand grits. Just want to make sure we don't get stuck. If we did get stuck on this blue, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but we don't want it. We can hip it. All right. That should be good enough for me without pressing my luck. Yeah, I did a couple rings before, similarly. And in some research I did, said that CA glue was really good for that in rings, and small jewelry. And it's been pretty true. And when it dries, it looks like that. I'm gonna turn this just a little bit. Ugh. More than a little. But I didn't want it to just dry in one position. It's better to kind of rotate, let things flatten out. Looks like I ended up doing a 180, which is good. Put the lid on. 7:20. I think this is going to be about the time that I need to go spend some time. That little woman who came down here a minute ago. I'm going to let this dry up. And when I come back, it'll be right there. And it will likely be just like it is. And then what we'll do is put some polish on it, refine it just a little bit, and see how it goes from there. Thank y'all for watching, everybody who did. Super cool of you. Thanks. Wes does it. Be back. Peace. Thanks, Beard, for hanging out with us. And everybody else who did. Kevin Ellis, Van Lot, and the lot.